Warren Buffett is worth over $100 billion. How do you think something like that happened? He used something very powerful. It's right here. Compound interest. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Compound interest is when you build interest on your interest. Let's say you give somebody $100 and they give you 10% interest every year. If it's simple interest, you'd receive $10 the first year, $10 the second year, and $10 the third year. But if it's compounded, you'd get $10 the first year, $11 the second year, and $12.10 the third year. If you receive a penny on the first of the month and it doubles every day, how much money would you have at the end of the month? You'd have over $5 million. What if you continued another month? How much would you have? You'd have over $5 quadrillion, which is more money than there is in the entire world. What if you continued to the rest of the year? You'd have more dollars than there are atoms in the entire universe. That's insane. So how do you apply this powerful force to making money? Here's how to become a millionaire. Invest $6,000 a year in the S&P 500 index fund. This would give you about a 7% return per year compounded annually. And after 40 years, you'd be a millionaire. Here's what would happen if you invested that $6,000 at different interest rates and different years invested. It starts off pretty slow at the top left corner, but then it starts getting pretty ridiculous. At the bottom right corner, you'd have more money than there is in the entire world. This is only from investing $6,000 a year. It gets even better if you invest more. If you invested $12,000 a year, you take all those numbers and you double them. People often reach for thousands of percent returns in the stock market. But as you can see, you can get really rich from more reasonable returns. Warren Buffett is worth over $100 billion, but his average annual return is only about 20%. But he's been compounding his money for about 80 years. Netflix costs about $15 a month. If you invested that at 7% per year for 40 years, you'd have about $35,000. Averaged out per month, that's $72. So basically, the Netflix subscription costs you $72 a month instead of $15. But if you could compound at 15% a year, it would actually cost you more like $667 a month. Don't underestimate the power of compound interest. The earlier you start and the more you invest, the better.